Hi everyone, my name is Joseph Vanby and I am in my final year studying Human, Social and Political Sciences here at the University of Cambridge. I'm a London boy. I grew up on a council estate in southeast London. I went to secondary school in Kennington Oval. I then went on to study A-levels at Pimlico Academy, and then I arrived successfully here. And what I want to talk to you about is the not only importance but relevance of studying religious studies and the impact it's had on me, particularly academically. Starting from GCSE religious studies, it really took me the foundations of making a coherent and logical argument. You know, all those big questions around sin, around evangelism, Catholicism, questions around the Psalms and all those teachings in the Bibles, and in Islam, learning the foundations of the 6 pillars of Islam. Those kind of teachings helped me develop the ability to be able to construct a coherent argument, be able to make an argument and defend it in an essay, but also accept the limitations of those arguments, because you learn that there's a for and against, and you have to defend an argument, but you also have to recognize that that argument is always going to be flawed and people are always going to find ways to criticize that argument. And so I completed GCSE religious studies with an A star, and then I went on to continue with religious studies at A level. And again, a lot of it was personal reasons. I'm a Christian, family home is Christian, and so it felt personally important to continue with studying religious studies. But the academic importance is what really helps me be able to be successful in my application here to Cambridge, because then you look deeper into important questions. You read sources and you make an argument, but A-level religious studies taught me how to question those sources and question those arguments that are even being made, and you start to look even deeper into the logical reasoning behind the arguments that are being made, whether you can make an evidence-based argument or a logic-based argument. And those types of skills and techniques really help me to be able to develop and structure arguments in my other essays, for my politics essays and even my economics essays, because you have to be able to make an argument, you have to be able to counter, and again you have to come to a conclusion. And so you have to recognize those limitations but be able to make a logical argument, step-by-step argument. And that's what religious studies really taught me, and it was really important for me. And upon the completion of my religious studies at A level, I received an A grade, and now I'm here at Cambridge studying politics. And even here, it's those techniques that are grounded in me. Those questions are personal questions, but those techniques and those skills that I learned are not only interesting, but they're relevant and they're helpful for what I do now when I'm writing much longer essays, when I'm making arguments that are strong and powerful and evidence-based arguments. And particularly in politics, there's a lot of debating that goes on in politics, and I have to make an argument, I have to be able to defend it, and defend it strongly. And those skills I wouldn't have been able to learn if I hadn't studied religious studies. So I'm particularly grateful that it was a compulsory subject at my school, because it really trained and grounded those skills and ideas within me. And as someone who wants to go into politics and go into parliament one day, it's really important to be able to make bold arguments, but also recognize those limitations, but in a technique and a skills and analysis based way that allows it to be coherent. Thank you for listening to me.